G'day guys, Luke from Defender Adventure here. Behind me is our D-Max Family Plus setup, and next to me is Dion from Norweld, who's going to be the perfect person to show you some real specific insights. I'll just start out giving you a quick overview. So we run a D-Max Isuzu as our vehicle, and then we put the beautiful Norweld canopy on the back, and then up on top we opt for the James Baroud rooftop tents. So I've personally tested these and they're fantastic. They withstand the elements and they're, built for these tough Aussie conditions. On the other side, you can't quite see it that well, but we have the awning. We give the vehicle a minor lift and GVM upgrade so that it can handle the corrugations and off-road and carry the extra weight. We put some steel rims on, wrap them with an all-terrain tyre, put a long-range diesel tank in so you can travel some good distances. And essentially we build what we think is one of the best packages for you to come here and see Western Australia. On the driver's side of our setups, we essentially have in the canopy a whole heap of space for storage. And then up on the shelf, I'll just point out a few things that we include as standard. So camp table, solar blanket, which plugs in on the other side, we'll show you in a tick. Small step to access anything up top, and then just some towels, so for bath and beach use. And I'll hand you over to Dion and he'll show you the guts of it.
So on this side of the build, we've got our 40-litre water tank here. So that guy there is filled up just by banging a hose on the bottom of the tap here and then opening the tap. We just need to make sure we have the water cap off so it doesn't pressurise the tank. Water will start flowing out of here once it's all full, so you'll know it's all good to go. When you do need to access the water out of this tank, it's just as easy as opening the tap and away we go. We just need to make sure that the breather on the cap is open. Up in the roof of the canopy, we do have the ARB twin compressor mounted. So inside of the toolbox here, you will find the hose and you will also find the inflator gauge. We just need to plug that straight into the compressor. And then there's just a switch, which will get it all running. Up in the roof, we do have our core lighting system. So these are a tricolour light. They have 3 colours. So it's white, orange, and then cool white. So the orange colour is really good. Just when there's a lot of bugs around, it'll keep the bugs away from the canopy and keep it out. We can also dim them up and down. So there are switches here for that. And then just a simple on and off switch. We've also chosen to keep this side of the canopy free. So it gives you space for your bulk storage of suitcases and bits and bobs you bring across with you. There are tie down points in the bottom here. So if you do wish to strap anything in, you can, but it's not normally needed.
So with the rooftop tent on the front, once you've removed the protective outer cover and you've undone the 2 fasteners on the passenger side of the car, the tent's free to come over. Best thing is to jump up on the side step, grab by the legs here and just give it a gentle tug. That one will fully open up. Unvelcro your ladder, hook your ladder onto the front, grab your extension feet out of the canopy, connect those on to the legs, and extend to the floor. And there you have it. That one's set up, ready to go. With the rooftop tent on the rear, again, we use a James Baroud. This one is a hard shell tent. Essentially, to open this one up, there's 2 clasps. There's one on each corner. What you want to do is you want to squeeze the little metal buttons in, pull the latch down, unhook, and then give that one a little gentle nudge, and that'll go out by itself. All you then need to do is climb up inside, push the support poles out in each corner, and you're ready to have a good night's sleep.
So on the back of the canopy here, we've got a spare tyre mounted. We do also have a second spare wheel that's fitted underneath the canopy. So if you do get into trouble, you've got 2 spares. There's a rear mounted ladder here. So these guys, just a matter of giving it a pull up, pulling it down, and then it'll lock into place. And it gives you really nice access into the James Baroud tent. Mounted in behind here, we've got a 4-kilo gas bottle. So that comes pre-filled, ready to go, and provides gas for the twin cooktop that's supplied. We do also have a jerry can bolted on the back here. So this guy is 25 litres. So when it's combined with a 40 litres under the vehicle, it gives you 65 litres of water. There is a little tap on the side here, so it's pretty easy to get access to that water. And we do have the option of swapping that out for a diesel jerry can if you prefer. Underneath the canopy, we do also have our trundle drawer. So that just pulls straight out, and it does have a lid on top of it. So it gives you somewhere perfect to put the little gas cooktop, do your cooking and cleaning up. If you do need to take the table off, it's just a matter of lifting it straight out, and that gives you access into your cooktop, your max tracks, your hammer, your pegs, everything you might need while you're out on the road.
Over on the passenger side of the vehicle, first thing we've got is our awning. So this is a 2.5 by 2.5 meter awning. Gives you great coverage off the side, and on a sunny day like today, it would give you ample shade. It's super simple. It just has some Velcro clasps that keep it in place. Once you've undone those, you can unroll it, drop the legs, set it off. Then this side of the canopy is basically where the magic happens. This is the living and kitchen side. So I'll get Dion to come in just a tick, and he'll give you a great overview of that. And then the last little thing is our long range diesel tank. So we have a 145 litre tank. We do that obviously so you guys can drive some good distances, and you can avoid filling up the small little servos that carry dirty diesel.
So on this side of the canopy, we've got the living quarters. So we start off with the big Bushman 130 litre upright fridge. These fridges are fantastic. It just opens up like a normal fridge. So it means you can see everything and nothing gets lost in the bottom of the fridge. They're really cool as well. They've got a little freezer up in the top here. So if you want to put some ice creams or make a few ice cubes for some drinks, you can do that. We do recommend running these guys at a number 4 or number 5 setting. So there is a simple dial in here. It shouldn't need to go anything higher than 5. But yeah, 4 and 5 will keep everything nice and cool without freezing everything over. Moving over to the next section, we've got our drop-down pantry. These guys are great for storing herbs, spices, pastas, rices, all your dry pantry food. It's just a matter of pulling them up, giving them a nice pull down, and then it gives you access to everything you need. When we shut them all up, we just clip them back into place and they won't go anywhere while you're traveling. Down the bottom here, we have our drawer and table combo. So this is where all your kitchenware is housed. And then we've got the pull-out table that comes out the end of this. It's got a nice little map of Australia on it. Makes a really good spot to just do a little bit of prep work, you know, cutting up the veggies and getting everything ready for dinner. We've got a couple little small cutouts on the end here, and these guys are designed to hang a garbage bag off of. So when you're doing all your food prep, you can just slide it straight into the bin. There's also a little void up the back there, which is where we store the camping chairs. So in the storage box under the bottom here, we house all the recovery gear you may need. So that's all hidden up in this bag. And then we've got some spare fluids, so oils, coolants, that sort of gear. Hopefully you should never need it, but it's there just in case.
Up on top of our kitchen drawer, we do just supply a couple of plastic tubs, and they're great for your kind of overflow pantry. So all your tins and whatever doesn't fit up in there goes in those. And then in our kitchen drawer, you'll basically see everything you could possibly need for a camping trip is in here. So we provide fry pans, colander, some enamel plates to eat off of, a large mixing bowl with your saucepans and your enamel eating bowls inside, some plastic wine glasses, jet boil, which is basically a gas-powered kettle, cutlery set, some kitchen towels to clean up, and then some tumblers for your hot beverages. And then finally, the utensil bag. So in there is all of your sharp knives, chopping board, egg flips, peelers, can openers.
So up the front of the Norweld canopy here, we've got the EnerDrive wiring package. This guy runs a 100 amp lithium battery, so it gives you plenty of juice to keep the fridge running and then charge all your other gear. It does run off the vehicle, so it doesn't require any input from the user, so it's just set and forget. Up the top here, we do have the ePro monitor, so it'll show you the percentage the battery has in charge, and it will also tell you a runtime if we toggle the right hand switch 3 times. So we press that 3 times and it will tell us how many hours we have with the current state of charge we're at. Up the front here, we do have a couple of USB sockets. So these are 2.4 amp USBs. So they are fast charge for iPads. And then we've got our cigarette points down the bottom here.
So with our dual battery system, guys, the auxiliary battery does have plenty of life and it does charge when you're driving. If you are going to be set up somewhere for more than a day, we do recommend you use the solar blanket. So this will obviously trickle charge the battery off the sun. What I like to do is actually set this up on the bonnet of the car. For now it's on the floor. What you'll do, you'll grab the double-ended Anderson lead and you'll see there's a red plug. Here on the inside of our canopy is the input. So there's another red Anderson. Basically plug the two together, and there you have it. Your solar blanket will be charging your battery. Also, we do have another grey Anderson here, and this is a 12-volt outlet, so very useful for running power up into the tents.